Now that we have our tip top installed and our hook keeper wrapped and in place, it is time to lay down the decals. This is Rod Building 101. For putting decals on your custom rod, there's a couple things you may need. Scotch tape or masking tape. You'll need a decal. You will need your burnishing tool and a pair of sharp scissors. Now to place the decal. Be careful when handling your decal because you can apply fingerprints and oils from your skin over the top of the decal, and we want to avoid that. So, I am going to hold the decal at the bottom of the vinyl, not touching on top of any of the words. I am then going to trim the outside edge of the decal with a pair of very sharp scissors. I am going to start at the top of the decal while holding the bottom of the decal. Trim the top. Now I'm going to trim each side. And then I'm going to trim right under the text on your decal without touching the text. I then grasp the decal, turn it over, and now it's time for tape. I pull a piece of Scotch tape longer than the decal. After you have your Scotch tape, I'm going to apply this piece of tape to either a clean table surface, your shirt, or the back of your hand to decrease the stickiness of the tape. So I place it on the table and pull it off the table. You can do this once or twice to decrease the stickiness of the tape. Then I'm going to place it over the top of the decal and capture the decal onto the Scotch tape. Then I'm going to take another piece of Scotch tape, and that will help me remove the backing off of the decal. You can use a much shorter piece because you're only going to be capturing the backing off of the decal. You can see as I pull the backing from the decal, this can now be thrown aside. I now have the decal on the back of the Scotch tape ready to be placed on your rod. If you notice, the longer the tape is, you have handles to grasp the tape without ever touching the decal. Then you're ready to place the decal. Be sure that your rod is aligned the way you want the decal to read. I recommend having the rod facing up, the guides and hook keeper in line, and now we're going to place the decal on the rod. Now that it's placed, you can take a burnishing tool and work from the middle, rotating the rod slightly as you work outwards towards the edges of the decal. You can notice the tape and the decal sort of changing color. That means that you're laying it down properly as the color from the rod blank is starting to show through. I also like to use just my hand because the decal is captured underneath the tape. So we can touch the decal now with no problem as the tape is protecting the decal as you apply it. Again, notice the tape edges are now going to be useful when removing the tape, leaving the decal onto the rod blank. When you remove the tape, do so at a very sharp angle. That will help prevent lifting the decal as you remove the tape. Now our decal is aligned and affixed to our custom rod and ready for finish.